Good afternoon, basketball fans, and welcome to Sesser-Valier Holiday Tournament. It is semi-final day as we have a doubleheader broadcast for you this evening. As in the first game this afternoon, it's going to be the number 1 seeded Waltonville Spartans taking on the Altamont Indians. I'm Randy Olson courtside along with Ron Stannard, longtime basketball official. And, hey, we made it. We made the quick trip from Pinckneyville to Sesser.
We made it, and number 1 made it here, and number 4 made it here. So let's play ball.
This will be the second of our 3 broadcasts we have for you today here on this Super Saturday of holiday tournament basketball action here in Southern Illinois. I want to thank Fisher Overstreet for being with us today. He's run the camera today for us down here at Sesser-Valier High School, and we'll probably get him on the mic here at some stretch along the way as well. And he got here a little bit in advance with us today to help us get some things secured and ready for this action. You see Altamont warming up there on the north end of the gym. Altamont comes in with a record of 7-3, coached by John Nieberge. And, you know, they've been coming down here for a number of years now, and it seems like every year they're here, they're always in the top 4,
yeah.
aren't they? Always in the Final Four.
Yeah, they like coming down here. They get to see some different teams. And for our viewers that don't know, Altamont is located up by Effingham.
Mm-hmm.
And
located just to the west of Effingham, as a matter of fact. Yeah. Waltonville comes in with a record of 11-1, and Waltonville got here by virtue of their first round victory over Marissa, and Altamont got here by virtue of their first round victory over New Athens. So that's what brings both teams into this semifinal action today. Later on tonight, we'll have another semifinal game for you as Goreville will go up against DuQuoin. That'll be at 7:30. So there'll actually be another consolation round bracket game after this one, in between this game and the Goreville game, and that gives Ron a chance to go to the hospitality room, and I'll tag along, even though, you know.
Yeah, right.
I'm really not into food, but I'll tag along anyway.
I really have to twist your arm.
I know you do. I know you do. We got a lot to talk about, and we'll talk more about these 2 teams when we come back in just a couple of minutes.
Andrea Baker, the broker-owner at King City Property Brokers, is a proud graduate of Weber High School, and she's actually a member of their Hall of Fame. Andrea is happy to sponsor this game and cheer on the local teams. At King City Property Brokers, Andrea and all of the realtors there are happy to help you with your real estate needs, whether you are a buyer or a seller. Visit their new location on Salem Road in Mount Vernon, or visit their website to see many residential homes, acreage, or commercial properties that they have listed. You can call them at area code 618-316-7331. That's King City Property Brokers in Mount Vernon.
Southern Illinois Tile and Carpet Supply in Mount Vernon is ready to help you update your home. Need new carpeting? They have many styles and colors in stock, as well as expert installation. Add beauty to your home with new hardwood or vinyl planks available at Southern Illinois Tile and Carpet. They will completely transform the look of any room in your home. Update your bathroom with a custom shower. There are many tile styles and colors to choose from. Does your kitchen need a facelift? You can get a new backsplash, flooring, and more at Southern Illinois Tile and Carpet Supply, 513 South 10th Street in Mount Vernon. Open 6 days a week.
King City RV in Mount Vernon is your one-stop shop for maintenance and repair of your RV. Whether it's a bumper camper, fifth wheel, or motorhome, Bill Schulte and the staff at King City RV can help you. They provide winterizing of your RV, washing and waxing services, service work on brakes and tires, repair or replace awnings, service work on your slide-outs, and much more. They even repair and clean horse trailers at King City RV, 801 Dogwood Drive on the south edge of Mount Vernon. Call area code 618-731-6185 for King City RV. If you like sports, delicious food, and great drinks, you're going to love JJ's Sports Bar in Mount Vernon. Whether you stop by for brunch, lunch, or dinner, JJ's has something for you, including delicious wings, a variety of burgers, and, of course, top-notch service. You like drinks? They have them at JJ's, including your favorite drafts and even margarita flights. Try the burrito tacos, or maybe perhaps the nachos. How about the shrimp? They even have steaks and pasta at JJ's Sports Bar and Grill, located on the west side of Mount Vernon.
Well, that food always looks good at JJ's Sports Bar and Grill. And again, a reminder that you can get half-price appetizers tonight and every night from 8 o'clock until close at JJ's Sports Bar and Grill, located on the west edge of Mount Vernon, where I believe they got a watch party going on for this tournament game this afternoon as Waltonville is in the house getting ready to take on Altamont here in the semifinals of this 44th annual Sesser-Valier Holiday Tournament. 44 years, Ron.
winner plays running 7 o'clock on Monday evening in the championship game.
That's right.
Winner of this contest.
And the winner of the next semifinal between Goreville and DuQuoin. Waltonville, like I said, is 11-1 on the season. You see the coaches and the captains and the officials meeting at midcourt. And these officials just follow us around everywhere we go, don't they?
I swear they do. We've got Ted Knapp out there and his son Jared Knapp, along with Mike Stallings. And, of course, the Knapp are from Mount Vernon, Illinois. Mike Stallings is from Johnston City.
Yeah, we just saw him over at Pinckneyville.
Yeah.
And, by the way, if you missed our broadcast earlier today, Woodlawn defeated Meridian by a score of
73-51.
And Waltonville looked really good, except for the free throw shooting. The free throw shooting was woeful today.
Yeah, Woodlawn had not played a game in 8 days.
Right.
And they did a lot of things right today and looked really good doing it and put 4 people in double figures. But free throw shooting would be the only thing I'd be a little concerned about. And they're better than this. It's just an off day, but they were 7 out of 23 from the free throw line today.
Yeah. Woodlawn advances to the quarterfinal round there at the Duster Thomas Classic in Pinckneyville. They'll play again Monday morning at 10:30 against Steelville. Ron and I will be there Monday morning to bring it to you as well if you can't make it to the gym. But that's a great place to see a basketball game. So if you can make it to the gym, you will love it at Duster Thomas Gym on Monday morning there in Pinckneyville.
Mecca. If you're a basketball fan, you've not been there, you got to go.
You could go watch some games there in Pinckneyville on Monday and then come over here for the championship game on Saturday.
Yeah, kind of like
that night.
Kind of like we're going to do.
Yeah. Hey, we're just a couple minutes away from meeting the starting lineups and getting into the play-by-play action here live from Sesser. So we'll take another short break, and we'll be right back.
When choosing a bank, it's important to know that local matters. Local people making local decisions that support our local communities. That's why Community First Bank of the Heartland is proud to be Jefferson County's hometown bank. With branch locations in Mount Vernon, Woodlawn, and Dix, we make it convenient to serve all of your banking needs. Call us today at 244-3000 and let us know how we can assist you. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
If you have some outdoor projects that need to get done around your home or your farm, you need to get to Carter Turf and Tractor, your local Kubota dealer in Wayne County and the surrounding area. Carter Turf and Tractor is your area dealer for high-quality Kubota tractors in a variety of sizes, perfect for a landscaping business or to easily handle a variety of jobs around your home or farm. They can customize a solution for your needs. They also have the Kubota RTV utility vehicles for on-road and off-road transportation and hauling needs. When there's mowing or lawn work to be done, Carter Turf and Tractor has you covered with Exmark riding mowers and walk-behind mowers. They also feature a good selection of Echo brand brush cutters, trimmers, and chainsaws, as well as Honda and Generac generators. Come in and see for yourself at the new Carter Turf and Tractor, open 8 to 5 Monday through Friday and 8 to 2 on Saturday. If you become the recipient of a speeding ticket or traffic offense, the attorneys at Olson & Reeves in Mount Vernon can help you. At Olson & Reeves, they have assisted hundreds of drivers in Southern Illinois in an effort to keep the ticket from affecting your driving record and your insurance cost. Olson & Reeves can also assist you with estate planning, creating a will, and navigating the probate process. If you have a real estate transaction, Mount Vernon Title Company resides inside Olson & Reeves so that you get sound legal advice. Olson & Reeves, attorneys at law, downtown Mount Vernon. Call 618-316-7322.
Back here live at the 44th Annual Sesser-Valier Holiday Tournament, Randy Olson along with Ron Stannard and Fisher Overstreet. Ron, Waltonville is going for their third straight championship. They are two-time defending champions, and they would love nothing more than to make it 3 in a row.
Yeah, that's quite an accomplishment, especially for such a small school. Waltonville's got the smallest enrollment, I think, of all 8 schools.
I'd say you're probably true. Yeah, they got enrollment of, 95 students?
95, I think.
Yeah, that definitely would make them the smallest.
Everybody else is ranging from 150 to 350.
Yeah. Waltonville comes into this game averaging 65 points per game on the season, but they scored a lot more than that in their opening round victory over Marissa, didn't they?
Yeah, 91, and, they had a lot of people scoring that game, a lot of people playing that game, and still managed to score 91 points.
Yeah, they were clicking on all cylinders.
And that's with a running
game.
clock, too, in the fourth quarter.
Right. They were clicking on all cylinders. They are 11-1 on the season. Their only loss coming about 8 days ago to Woodlawn, a game played at Woodlawn, but since that time they've beat up on Red Hill, and they've beat up on Marissa, Coulterville. And now they're here in the semifinals once again at the Sesser-Valier Holiday Tournament. We're about to meet the starting lineups for both teams, and Waltonville will actually be the visitors on the scoreboard, and they're wearing their unique blue uniforms trimmed in the red today, and they say the Ville on the front of them. Wearing the Ville uniforms today.
Oh, yeah, the Ville. Yep. I need to.
So they've got white uniforms, they've got red uniforms, and they've got blue uniforms. And they're wearing the blues today. Let's follow along with Clark Lance, the public address announcer extraordinaire here at Sesser-Valier High School, as we meet the starting lineups for the Waltonville Spartans. Glad you're with us here live on AreaSports.net. Number 1 is 5'11" junior Witten Dever. He averages 11.2 points per game. Number 22 is Weston Rose. He is a 5'11" senior, averages just over 4 points per game, but shoots 36% from behind the arc. Number 24 is the baseline beast, Riley Stewart, 6-foot senior, plays a lot bigger than his size. He averages 8.2 points per game. And then the twin bookends, Jagger Mayville had a heck of a game the other day. 6'6" junior, averages 12.5 points per game, and rounding out the starting five, Gage Peterson, the team's leading scorer at 17 points per game. Gage and Jagger are both 6'6", so again they'll go with Dever, Rose, Peterson, Stewart, and Mayville, as you see the Waltonville cheerleaders. And size-wise, the Spartans come in at 5'11", 6 foot, 6'6", and 6'6". And on those blue uniforms, they may have numbers that are a little bit different than what we see on the whites and reds, and we'll make an adjustment as we go here for Waltonville. It might be the first game we've done with them wearing the blues.
Yeah, I had that information. I just hand used courtesy of Ben Lappin. We appreciate that. Yeah. I think that's the only change.
Okay, thank you, Ben.
That's the only change.
Appreciate that, yeah. Yeah, I had seen those. I knew they had the blue uniforms, the Ville uniforms, but we haven't done a game with them yet. Officials on the game today.
Ted Knapp, Jared Knapp, father-son combo, both from Mount Vernon, and Mike Stalling from Johnston City.
Let's meet the starting lineups now for the Altamont Indians, coached by John Nieberge. That's a T-Town and Dietrich name for sure.
It is, absolutely.
Yes, indeed. John's been up there for quite a while and does a good job. Again, they're in the Final Four here virtually every year. They brought a large group of cheerleaders with them today, and their fans travel pretty well, too. Number 14 is Cooper McManaway. He's a 6'2 sophomore. Number 22 is Cade Millville. He's a 6'4 senior. Number 24 is Parker Bell. He's a 6'2" junior. Also starting for the Altamont Indians is number 41, Jacob Johnson, a 6'2" senior. And rounding out the starting five, number 42 is a 6'2" junior. That's Zane Miller. So they've got some size as they go with McManaway, Millville, Bell, Johnson, and Miller. And size-wise, the Altamont Indians go 6'2", 6'2", 6'2", 6'2", 6'4". As you see the Indians cheerleaders here doing their opening cheer. Great job on our camera work here today by Fisher Overstreet. We've got him perched up high today. That way nobody is standing in the way in front of him.
He's got that primo spot.
He's got the most primo spot in the gym today. He told me he's already checked out the hospitality room just to make sure that, he knew what was going on in there.
I'm sure it will meet my standards.
Oh, yeah. Semi-final day here at Sesser. 44 years this tournament's been going on. Started in 1981. Ziegler Royalton were the champions of the tournament the very first year. Gage Peterson will be jumping in the center circle for the Spartans, and he'll go up against Jacob Johnson. And the tip is controlled by the Spartans. Whit Endeavor out front. Looks like Altamont's going to open up in a man-to-man against him as they get it over to Jagger Mayville. Mayville's guarded by Millville. Millville and Mayville. How about that?
Wow.
Jagger takes him baseline, goes up.
Nice
shovel
pass.
It's to Peterson, but what do we got? A foul away from the basketball, I believe. Yeah, we do. We got an offensive foul on Stewart, I believe, yeah.
Yep, Riley Stewart.
Away from the ball. So Altamont will have the ball now with their first possession as they bring it across the timeline. Cooper McManaway stolen away by Peterson. Peterson wants to take it to the house, but it's knocked away from behind. Good heads-up play by Zane Miller there defensively for Altamont. Spartans ball out of bounds on the baseline, as triggering it in will be Weston Rose. Rose lobs it into Peterson. He's got it in the paint, turns around, puts it up short. Rebound grabbed by Cade Millville, and here comes the Indians. He's picked up there by Riley Stewart. Handoff on the right side now to Zane Miller. To the top to Jacob Johnson. Johnson hands it off on the curl to Bell. He'll take it down the paint and score.
Nice move.
Altamont's on the board first at 2-0. As Whit Endeavor brings it up for the Spartans. Waltonville ranked 5th in the state in Class 1A basketball. According to the latest Nesto Hoops poll, that pass is stolen by Millville. Takes it down, puts up the shot, no good. There's Jagger Mayville with the big rebound for Waltonville. Up to Dever. Dever around a screen, hesitation dribble, now puts it up off the glass, too strong. Rebound by Gage Peterson. He goes up and scores and gets fouled.
Chance for an and one.
We're tied at 2 apiece.
Fouls on Jacob Johnson, his first.
One thing that Gage has always been good at, and he learned this very young actually, is when he gets a rebound, he almost always continues to hold the ball up high. He doesn't bring the ball down and let the little guys slap it away. He's been very mindful of that, very good at that since a young age. He has a chance to put the Spartans in the lead here. And he does.
He does. The old-fashioned three-point play.
Altamont brings it back up. Caden Millville with it. Waltonville stays in the man-to-man. Here's a drive down the paint, off glass, nice shot. Cooper McManaway. Waltonville's going to have to stay in front of him because he's got a nose for the basket. Here's a little give and go down to Whit Endeavor. Gets it back to Jagger Mayville. Pump fakes, has it slapped. Picks it back up, goes up, no good. Tipped around and grabbed out of there by Altamont. Now you see Jagger brought the ball down. That's why they slapped at it. Ahead to McManaway. Long three-pointer, short. Peterson with the rebound. Gets it out to Dever. Spartans in transition. Dever to Mayville. Now to Weston Rose. Thinks about a three. Now gets it back out. They'll reset it to Riley Stewart. Now to Dever again. Dever's going to put up the three ball, and that's off the back iron. Rebound's grabbed in there by Altamont. They'll bring it up. It's Cooper McManaway. Blake Berg has checked into the game for Altamont, number 35. Berg is a 6'3 junior, gives him some more size out there for sure. Backdoor cut, and the ball's kicked. It's going to be out of bounds to Altamont. Fans are still filing into the gym. There's several that are standing over there by the doorway. Yeah, this place is going to get pretty filled up as
there's
the
a
evening
bunch
progresses.
of them waiting to get in here.
Yeah, there is.
Of course, the home team plays next. And
that shot is blocked by Peterson, but Altamont gets it back. Long three is on the way. No good by Parker Bell. Rebound cleaned out of there this time by Riley Stewart. Here comes Waltonville. Up to Gage Peterson. Altamont with a 1-point lead. Now it's out to Dever as Coach Anthony Lowry directs traffic. Dever hands it off to Stewart. Stewart over in the corner to Rose. He'll put up the three-pointer. Looks good. Nothing but net. We mentioned that Rose is a pretty lofty shooter from behind the arc. 36% for the season.
Yeah, that's pretty good from behind the three-point line.
Yes, it is, and he makes that one. And it's 6-4 Spartans. Indians with it again in the front court. Down the left side they've got it as Cooper McManaway is guarded by Jagger Mayville. McManaway picks up his dribble, comes back out to Miller. He'll put up the three. That won't go. Battle for the rebound. Waltonville comes away with it. Dever's got it. Dever brings it up, gives it to Peterson. Puts up the three-pointer. Boom! That's another arsenal in Gage Peterson's game, that's for sure, is that three-pointer.
That's a nice luxury to have when your 6'6" big man can step out and knock down that three.
Timeout Altamont. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
High-quality dog training is hard to find, but now there's Jaggers Dog Training Center, located right behind Jaggers Doggy Daycare. At Jaggers Dog Training Center, professional trainer Alyssa can help you with all sorts of dog behavior problems with your pet, whether it be pulling on the leash, raiding the countertops in your kitchen or table, constant barking, not coming when called, or simply trying to get your pet to just stay in one place and wait while you take care of other things around the house. Call and schedule a consultation today at Jaggers Dog Training Center. Just call 316-7021.
Back to live action here at Sesser-Valier. Altamont has the basketball coming out of the timeout. They trail it 9-4 after jumping out to an early lead. There's a little traveling violation. Trying to get the extra step was Cade Millville, but Ted Knapp was not buying it. He rang him up for the traveling violation. 4 minutes to go here in the first quarter. Weston Rose brings it across for Waltonville. Hands it off to Riley Stewart. Stewart in the lane, gets it over to Dever in the corner. Dever drives baseline, puts up the short jumper, knocks it down.
Tough shot right there, tough angle.
That is a really difficult angle.
That'll win you a lot of games in horse.
Yeah, it will. It will. Now, you don't see too many people take that shot anymore, as a matter of fact. Usually they're behind the arc in that corner. Long three is good by McManaway. Speaking of behind the arc.
NBA three.
Cooper McManaway. He's just a sophomore, by the way.
They needed that.
Yeah, 6'2" sophomore. We'll be hearing his name for a couple more years. Here's Weston Rose in the front court now for Waltonville. Gets it to Dever in the corner. They're trying to post up. That's thrown away. Stolen there by Millville. Millville gets it ahead to McManaway. He missed the layup. And on the rebound, we got a scrum. And jump ball's called, and it's going to belong to Altamont. Hey, man, it's the first scrum of the day.
Yeah.
We didn't even have a scrum today in our game at Pinckneyville, did we?
Well, close to one.
Yeah. We had a pre-scrum, but not a real scrum.
I don't know if it's full-fledged scrum.
No, it was more of a.
It had all the makings.
It was more of a scrum in the making. All right, 11-7, Altamont down by 4. McManaway guarded by Rose this time. They've had different guys on him here in the first quarter. He's a handful. Again, just a sophomore. Cooper Powell's in the game now, number 2. He's got the ball. He just picked up his dribble. Comes out to Zane Miller. So Coach Nieberge's won 7 players deep here in the first quarter. Powell's has it. Gives it back to Johnson, and that's a traveling violation. So a couple of turnovers here in the first quarter by Altamont without getting a shot off. It's going to give the ball back to Waltonville. Checking in the game for the Spartans is going to be Carter Stewart. He's going to give Witten Dever a breather. As Gage Peterson brings it up for the Spartans. And that's thrown away.
We got brothers out there now for Waltonville.
Yeah, Carter and Riley, and that ball went off the hands of Riley Stewart, and it's a turnover back to Altamont. 2:22 to play here in the opening quarter. Semi-final game here at the 44th annual Sesser-Valier Holiday Tournament. That's timeout Waltonville, and Coach Nieberge did not agree with that. He didn't think he had possession of the ball. They're going to give him the timeout, so we'll take one as well and be right back.
Have a check that needs deposited and don't have time to make a trip to the bank? No problem. With Mobile Deposit at People's National Bank, just snap a picture of the check with your smartphone, and with a couple of clicks, it's deposited into your account. Depositing a check with a PNB To-Go mobile banking app is just that easy. Just tap, snap, and deposit. Plus, it's free. Download the PNB To-Go mobile banking app today to get started. People's National Bank. We make banking easy. Member FDIC. Wireless or service fees may apply.
Back here live at Sesser-Valier High School, where Waltonville got the timeout before we had another scrum develop there, Ron, and they're going to have the ball out of bounds here.
Yeah. Waltonville ball.
Mm-hmm. Spartans with a 4-point lead.
I like those blue uniforms. You're right. I've never seen them.
Yeah. They got the Ville on them. They got a bench warning on Altamont. A bench warning on Altamont. They're still upset about that timeout call, I think. And that's a technical.
Yeah, there we go.
They just rung him up. Coach Nieberg, just got teed up.
Yeah, we don't want two. If we get two, he's gone for the game, and he's gone for the next game. So we don't want that.
Yeah. I mean, he had a legitimate beef on the timeout call. I don't dispute that at all. It was a legitimate beef, but you know, once the call is made, you're not going to change it. So you know, and he's out. Ted just threw him out. So Coach Nieberg is out of the game. Yeah, that's unfortunate. It really is. Gage Peterson's going to be at the line for Waltonville.
He shot one, right, and missed it, I think.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Well, we do hate to see that, really do.
So he's only got.
You know, I really do like John Nieberg as a coach. He's a very animated coach. He's, you know, he's into the game. And heat of the moment, and he just kind of lost it. And it's unfortunate, but it happens. We're all human. He's human. So the game goes on. And
he's got
line.
4 free throws coming, but
yeah.
I thought he only shot 1 free throw, which he should have shot 2 and then 4.
Well, we got a little distracted there. Makes that one. And Gage it's 3 in a row there for Gage.
Yeah, he's in a groove right now.
Mm-hmm.
I like for him to make this one. There you go.
4 in a row. And now Waltonville will have the basketball. All right. So Carter Stewart has the basketball for the Spartans. Oh, that's almost stolen. Stewart gets it back. Stolen again by Altamont. Ball's loose, picked up by Peterson. Peterson takes it in and gets fouled. Well, give credit to the Altamont players. You know, they lose their coach for the remainder of the game, and, man, they're out there, they're battling.
I think that foul's on Jacob Johnson.
Gage will be back at the free throw line where he just made 4 of them.
2 fouls on Jacob Johnson.
As Peterson missed that one. Back in the ball game for Altamont is Blake Berg, 6'3" junior, number 35. Like I said, he was in there earlier. Gives him a little size. Enrollment at Altamont is 228 students, 95 at Waltonville. As Gage makes the second free, though, and the Indians will bring it up. Across the timeline, it's Millville. Millville puts up the shot, and they're going to get him for traveling or the foul?
Foul, buddy.
Yeah.
Gage is in double figures with 11 points already. He's picked up his first personal foul.
Indians look to get it in underneath their own basket. Shot is put up no good by Millville. Rebound by the Spartans. They'll come back the other way with it. With it is Weston Rose. Rose out to Carter Stewart. Rose gets it to Peterson. Tried to feather it in there to Riley Stewart, and he gets fouled.
I think that's going to be on Zane Miller.
Minute 20 to go here in the first quarter, as Stewart is at the line. Riley shoots it too long on the first one. Stewart averages 8.2 points per game. Makes that one. Like I said, he's listed at 6 feet tall, but always plays bigger than that because he's
left-handed too, Randy. That's deceptive.
Sure, it is, yeah. Here's McManaway in the front court. Jump step, goes up for the shot. Peterson got a piece of it and goes out of bounds. It'll be Altamont ball. 66 seconds left here in the first quarter. In the game is Parker Bell for Altamont. Brendan Klingler's going to check in for Waltonville.
Devers back in.
Yeah. Out of bounds to the Indians as Zane Miller will be the trigger man. He's guarded by Mayville on the inbound. Gets it in the corner to Millville. Millville takes it up against Peterson. No, it rimmed out of there, and Peterson gets the rebound.
Peterson, he's just a rim protector.
Yeah, he is. Here's Riley Stewart down on the baseline, and he drug the pivot foot. Yep.
Well, you get to the basket, but you still got Gage Peterson standing there.
Right.
You get all the way to the rack, and there stands Gage Peterson at 6'6" with long arms. What are you going to do?
And if it's not him on the other side,
Mayville.
It'll be Mayville at 6'6", so a couple of rim protectors. Yeah, that's a pretty nice asset to have, particularly for a Class 1A basketball team.
Yeah.
There are a lot of good Class A teams this year, though. This is the year where 1A basketball is up and 2A basketball is down, and I don't think anybody will disagree with that. We've seen a lot of that already. Here's Millville with it. Over in the corner to Bell. Bell back out to Berg. In the lane, a little short jumper. It's good. And count the bucket. Blake Berg, I should say, knocked that one down. He's like I said, 6'3" junior. He'll have the N1. Coming in the game is going to be Carson Millville. I'm going to assume that's either a brother or a cousin to Cade Millville. So Carson Millville will check in the game, 6'2" sophomore, number 23. So Altamont is really shuffling the players in and out here.
Yeah, they've only got 10.
Yeah.
Old-fashioned three-point play by Blake Berg.
17-10. Spartans with the lead as the first quarter winds down. We've got 15 seconds left. Here's Jagger Mayville with it. Wants to get it to Peterson, can't. Over in the corner it goes. Here's a three-point shot on the way. No good there by Klingler. And rebound to Powell. All the way down. Shot no good by Miller. Horn sounds. That's the end of the first quarter. After one, Waltonville leads it over Altamont 17-10, and we'll be back with second quarter action in 30 seconds.
At Ohana Heating and Air, we treat you like family, because to us, you are. Whether it's keeping your home cozy during the winter or cool in the summer, Ohana's team is here to provide top-notch service every time. With expert technicians, affordable pricing, and a commitment to your comfort, we make sure your HVAC system runs like new. Ohana Heating and Air, where quality meets care. Call today for your free estimate at 472-4738.
Back live as you look into the Waltonville huddle here at the 44th annual Sesser-Valier Holiday Tournament. Ron Stannard, your thoughts on that first quarter of play?
Well, Randy, you take out Gage Peterson in this ballgame and probably be tied. I mean, he's got 11 points and Altamont has 10. They just really have a big-time matchup problem when it comes to Gage Peterson.
I agree with that. He is a load in there, not only against Altamont, but against all the teams they've played this year, and that's why he's an all-stater.
Yeah.
We move to second quarter action, and the Spartans will have the ball first to start this second quarter of play. Again, Waltonville comes in with 11-1 record overall. Altamont is 7-3. Altamont members of the National Trail Conference and Waltonville members of the Midland Trail. There's a three-pointer by Peterson, and it's money.
He likes that spot, doesn't he?
Yeah, he does like that spot, just left of the arc.
14 points for Gage Peterson.
Yeah. 20-10. Here's a long NBA three. That's no good by Millville. That's Carson Millville, the younger one, who missed it. Here's Dever back up in the front court. And he gets fouled on his way to the basket. It'll be out of bounds to the Spartans.
First foul on Cooper Powles.
Powles is playing off the bench for Altamont, a 6'2 senior. Picking up that foul. Here's the inbound to Jagger Mayville. He spins, then leans in and scores.
Nice.
Good footwork that time by Jagger Mayville. You know, that's a big improvement to his game compared to, a few years ago when he first broke into the high school ball as a freshman. He was didn't have that kind of footwork.
Yeah.
And over the last 2 years, he's really developed it.
Jagger, a member of our all left-handed team.
Absolutely, yeah, for sure. A lot of lefties out there this year. Here's Carson Millville. Long three won't go. Here's Dever with the rebound. He's going to bring it up himself, throws it ahead to Mayville.
Pass.
Mayville gathers it in, but he walked first.
Juggled it.
Yep. Juggled the ball and juggled his feet. The turnover gives it back to Altamont. Back in the game is Jacob Johnson for the Indians. I know we mentioned this the other day during the broadcast, but it's worth mentioning again. They got a great basketball facility up there at Altamont. I like that gym. Has taken it all the way in and scoring is Cade Millville.
First bucket for Millville.
We had a chance to do, I don't remember if it was a regional or a sectional we did a couple years ago when Weber was up there. And
yeah.
I guess it was regional, yeah. And, just a nice facility. They took good care of us, and nice people up there. We appreciate it. Wouldn't mind doing some more games up there. That's a nice basket by Gage Peterson as he scores. And he'll have the and one.
That's 3 fouls on Jacob Johnson.
Yeah, and he's going to sit down, and Blake Berg's going to come back in to replace him.
They got some good minutes out of Blake Berg already.
They have. That's 2 team fouls on Altamont this quarter. As Peterson eyes the bucket for the free throw, and he knocks it down. Weston Rose comes back in for Waltonville.
That's 17 points for Gage already.
Not a bad first.
We got
first half.
6.5 minutes to go in the second quarter.
Right. It's a nice breather and probably deserves it. And that's going to be a foul on Klingler, I believe.
Yep.
Yeah, this is one of those special years for basketball fans of Jefferson County where you got 4 really good high school basketball teams all in the same county.
4 ranked teams.
4 state-ranked teams.
When, has that ever happened before?
I don't ever recall it. And
because there's only so many years that it was possible
right.
because we didn't have 4 classes.
Right, exactly. Zane Miller gets it out to Berg. His shot is nothing but net.
Boy, he's having a game.
Yeah, he is. He's come off the bench and given him a big lift. Yeah, and of course the Stars would have to line up just right, but it is conceivably possible that all 4 Jefferson County teams could play for a regional title this year.
With the left hand.
Yeah, Witten Dever. Nice move to the glass. Banked it in.
Dever, I tell you what, he is amphibious.
Yeah, that's right. Amphibious. Ambidextrous.
Yeah, besides amphibious, he's ambidextrous.
Yes, right. For those people watching outside of Jefferson County, you might be wondering, well, what 4 high schools are you talking about, Randy? Well, we're talking about Waltonville, Woodlawn, Weber, and Mount Vernon. All 4 of them in Jefferson County, all 4 of them state ranked. All 4 of them could potentially play for a regional championship this year if the IHSA sprinkles them out just right. The only possibility of that not falling in line would be if they happen to send Waltonville and Woodlawn to the same regional. They're in the same subsection, we know that, but the thought is that hopefully they'll go to different regionals. We know Weber's in a different regional. We know Mount Vernon's in a different regional because they're 3A. As both free throws are good for the Indians. Cuts it back to a 10-point game.
8 points for Blake Bird, who did not start the game.
Yeah, no. He's Definitely been a positive as Altamont is in his zone here. Let's see how the Spartans play it here.
You got 4-guard lineup out there with Gage.
Yeah. They're kind of in a 1-3-1 right now, and they've come up real high on the point of that 1-3-1. And the Spartans throw it away. This gym will get a huge facelift next year. We talked about it in our broadcast yesterday, but for those who are new to the broadcast from the Sesser-Valier Holiday Tournament this year, we'll tell you more about it as the three-pointer's knocked down by McManaway.
Boy, he was way back there, but he's wide open and nailed it.
And Altamont is not going to go away. 27-20, they've cut it back to 7. Against that zone, here's Riley Stewart. No good's tipped around, and Stewart gets it back. He's double-teamed, and they said he stepped on the end line.
Yeah.
It's a turnover. Ball will go back to Altamont. Jagger Mayville is going to check back in the game, replacing Brendan Klingler. Yes, back to the discussion here of the gym. Going to redo the floor, put in all new bleachers.
New doors.
New doors. I think he said new backboards and everything, too, I thought he said, and then new scorers table as well.
Scores table, and you will no longer have to walk in front of that scores table to get to your seat.
Yeah. So it's going to look completely different here next year. That's a turnover on Altamont as Waltonville gets it back. Witten Dever has it.
Nice pass.
Down to Jagger Mayville. Spins, puts it up with the left hand. Nope. And rebound this time by Altamont. Boy, he was there point blank, but couldn't finish. Ahead to Miller. Miller's shot is no good. Tipped around. Who wants it? It's gathered in by McManaway. He goes back up and scores, and look out, it's a 5-point game. Altamont is playing some inspired basketball right now.
McManaway is in double figures with 10.
Yeah. If you just joined us, Coach John Nieberger got teed up, and then he got tossed out of the game in the first quarter. But Altamont has been playing some inspired basketball.
Yeah, by rule, I mean, Coach will miss not only this game, but the next game.
Yeah. Here's Riley Stewart back up. Won't go, but he's fouled, and Stewart will go to the line for a pair for Waltonville. Parker Bell getting ready to check back in the game here for the Indians.
Second foul on Zane Miller for Altamont.
Yeah, you know, the Indians play some pretty good competition up there in that National Trail Conference. You know, anytime you're battling the likes of Effingham, St. Anthony, and those guys.
Stu Straw.
Mm-hmm. They like coming down to this tournament because it gives them a chance to play some teams they don't normally see. And teams that they could potentially see down the road in postseason. You just never know. So at least they get a look at them. 1 for 2 at the free throw line there. It's a 6-point lead for Waltonville. 3:12 left in the first half. Here's a handoff to Parker Bell. Pass over now to Berg.
They've cut a 13-point lead down to 6, and they've got the ball right now.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, like I said, they're hanging around. They're not going to go away. They were down by 7 at the end of the first quarter, but you're right. Spartans got it up by 13, and now it's back down to 6. As the pass comes to Blakeberg. In the lane, the turnaround is short. Rims out by Parker Bell. Knocked out of bounds by Waltonville. It'll be Altamont basketball.
From what I've seen so far, Randy, Altamont team just playing better today than they did yesterday.
Playing a lot better today than they did yesterday. I agree. Yeah, much more aggressive. They're more in sync, I guess is the word I'm looking for. More in sync today than they were yesterday.
Shooting the ball better, too.
Yeah.
Which always makes you look good.
Yeah. You know, and playing the day after Christmas, I mean, you know, you never know how the team's going to show up. That's blocked by Mayville, and then he goes up and grabs the rebound.
See, there's another case. You get it to the rack, and there's Mayville at 6'6".
The rim protector, right, rim protector. Weston Rose with it now. Back out to Dever, over to Mayville. Mayville drives baseline. Has it slapped. Mayville gets it back. And now they'll reset it. Out to Weston Rose at the top, now to Dever. Dever to Peterson. Peterson over to a wide-open Jagger Mayville, and he knocks it down. Three-pointer is...
The other big guy hit the three.
He caught that, had his feet set, shoulders squared, and knocked it down. 9-point lead for Waltonville. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
Andrea Baker, the broker-owner at King City Property Brokers, is a proud graduate of Weber High School, and she's actually a member of their Hall of Fame. Andrea is happy to sponsor this game and cheer on the local teams. At King City Property Brokers, Andrea and all of the realtors there are happy to help you with your real estate needs, whether you are a buyer or a seller. Visit their new location on Salem Road in Mount Vernon, or visit their website to see many residential homes, acreage, or commercial properties that they have listed. You can call them at area code 618-316-7331. That's King City Property Brokers in Mount Vernon.
Back here live at Sesser-Valier High School, as you see the Altamont cheerleaders, they've got a big crew they brought down, and they're doing some pretty impressive, what do you call them? Aerobatic moves, I guess.
Routines.
Yeah, routines. There you go.
I would not want to be where three of those girls were just now.
Well, especially doing that without a mat, you know. They got more confidence than I would have, that's for sure. All right, back to live action. We got 2:05 to go here in the first half as Altamont has the basketball. Cade Millville gets it over to Cooper Powles. Waltonville in a man-to-man defense, and that's a traveling violation. Yep. Turnover, give it back to the Spartans with under 2 minutes left. We'll have a second semifinal for you tonight. There'll be a game in between, though, that we won't cover. And then we'll be back about 7:20 for a semifinal between Goreville and DuQuoin. That's stolen away by the Indians. Melville with it. Out to Berg. Berg down the lane.
Nice.
Got past Peterson and got it up and in. Yeah, that guy's been impressive off the
Double
bench.
Figures for Berg.
He has really been impressive off the
I bet you he's
bench.
going to get more and more playing time as the year goes on.
Yeah, Altamont back in there 1-3-1. Here's a pass down to Peterson. Cut off on the baseline. Good defense by the Indians. Back out to Dever. That's almost slapped away.
Good
and then
defense.
Thrown away.
Good defense all around by Altamont.
Yeah, that zone's giving Waltonville a little problem here. 1 minute to go. Here's a three-pointer. That's no good. Rebound Dever. Out to Rose. Now to Stewart. Stewart in the corner to Mayville. Mayville back to Dever. He'll put up a three-pointer. Wide right. Rebound Altamont. 39 seconds left. Do they hold it for one?
Who knows anymore?
I know. They're down 7. Next year we go to the shot clock. That's a 35-second shot clock next year. We are actually playing. No, we're not playing with a shot clock here, are we? It's hard to say we are, but no, we're not. Some tournaments are, though, and some shootouts are this year, too, to get teams used to it and ready for it. Foul called on the Spartans. That's going to go against Weston Rose, his second. That's 3 team fouls, and at the line is Cooper McManaway. Yeah, you know, Berg's a junior, McManaway's a sophomore, and these guys have had good games here for Altamont. Back in the contest is Brendan Klingler for the Spartans.
11 points for McManaway.
He made the first one. Too strong on the second one. Mayville with the rebound. And Carter Stewart's back in the game, and he's got the basketball. Down to 12 seconds left. Stewart over to Mayville. He's open. Drives inside. Now puts up the short jumper. Rims out. 3 seconds to go. Altamont's going to heave one from the half line. Oh! It didn't miss by much. It was right there, but it rimmed out. It's halftime. Both teams are headed to the locker room, and Waltonville's enjoying a 6-point lead, 31-25, and we'll be back to talk about this game and bring you the first half stats and a lot more just ahead. Stay tuned.
Illinois Tile and Carpet Supply in Mount Vernon is ready to help you update your home. Need new carpeting? They have many styles and colors in stock, as well as expert installation. Add beauty to your home with new hardwood or vinyl planks available at Southern Illinois Tile and Carpet. They will completely transform the look of any room in your home. Update your bathroom with a custom shower. There are many tile styles and colors to choose from. Does your kitchen need a facelift? You can get a new backsplash, flooring, and more at Southern Illinois Tile and Carpet Supply, 513 South Penn Street in Mount Vernon. Open 6 days a week.
King City RV in Mount Vernon is your one-stop shop for maintenance and repair of your RV. Whether it's a bumper camper, fifth wheel, or motorhome, Bill Schulte and the staff at King City RV can help you. They provide winterizing of your RV, washing and waxing services, service work on brakes and tires, repair or replace awnings, service work on your slide-outs, and much more. They even repair and clean horse trailers at King City RV, 801 Dogwood Drive on the south edge of Mount Vernon. Call area code 618-731-6185 for King City RV.
When choosing a bank, it's important to know that local matters. Local people making local decisions that support our local communities. That's why Community First Bank of the Heartland is proud to be Jefferson County's hometown bank. With branch locations in Mount Vernon, Woodlawn, and Dix, we make it convenient to serve all of your banking needs. Call us today at 244-3000 and let us know how we can assist you. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Welcome back here to Sesser-Valier High School. Randy Olson along with Ron Standard and Fisher Overstreet behind the camera as the Spartans lead it here at halftime 31-25. They have led throughout. Altamont did have a brief lead, I think, at 2-0 and 4-3, but other than that, it's been all Waltonville. They led after the first quarter 17-10, got up by as many as 13, but this Altamont bunch has been pretty pesky, and they've hung around, and they've got this thing back down to a 6-point game. It's 31-25 here at the half. What's it look like over there on your side of the table, Ron?
All right, Randy, for the Altamont Indians, they had 4 players break the scoring column in that first half, 2 of them in double figures, led by Cooper McManaway's 11 points. Followed by Blake Berg off the bench with 10 points. Cade Millville has 2 points. Parker Bell has 2 points for a total of 25. The Indians committed 6 personal fouls in that half, and they were 4 out of 5 from the free throw line. For the Waltonville Spartans, they had 5 players break the scoring column, 1 of those in double figures, and that is Gage Peterson with 17 points in that first half. Whitten Dever has 4 points. Jagger Mayville has 5. Riley Stewart has 2 points. Weston Rose has 3 points for a total of 31. The Spartans also committed 6 personal fouls. They were 9 out of 13 from the free throw line.
All right. So nobody's really in any serious foul trouble, right? I mean, we've got one guy with 3, I think.
One guy with 3. That would be Jacob Johnson for Altamont.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Well, this is our second broadcast of the day. We got one more coming later on tonight. It'll be another semifinal here from Sesser-Valier as Goreville, the number 2 seeded team in the tournament, will take on DuQuoin. DuQuoin's an interesting team. We haven't seen play yet this year, other than what little bit we saw yesterday. I mean, we haven't broadcast one of their games this year, but they're an interesting team because they've actually knocked off Pinckneyville this year.
Yeah. I don't know what their record is, but they beat the home team here yesterday by 18 points.
Yeah, so that'll be an interesting matchup tonight with DuQuoin against Goreville. We'll probably be on the air about 7:20, 7:25, something like that tonight for that one here live from Sesser-Valier. Earlier today, Ron and I were over at Pinckneyville at Duster Thomas Gymnasium to broadcast the game between the Woodlawn Cardinals and the Meridian Bobcats on Dick Corn Court. Woodlawn came away with the victory, and they looked pretty good doing it other than their free throw shooting, didn't they, Ron? Yeah,
they did. We mentioned earlier, they hadn't played a game in 8 days.
Mm-hmm.
And so, their entire game looked pretty good except for those 7 out of 23 free throws.
Yeah, that was not good at all from the free throw line. But other than that, they look pretty good. They'll be playing now in the quarterfinals there at Pinckneyville. They'll play Monday morning at 10:30 against Steelville because Steelville knocked off Olney today over there at the Duster Thomas Classic in Pinckneyville.
Yeah, by 10, wasn't it?
Yeah, and Ron and I will be there Monday morning to bring you that game at 10:30. Live on AreaSports.net. We're going to take another short break. We'll be back with more from Sesser-Valier in just a moment.
If you have some outdoor projects that need to get done around your home or your farm, you need to get to Carter Turf and Tractor, your local Kubota dealer in Wayne County and the surrounding area.
Carter Turf and Tractor is your area dealer for high-quality Kubota tractors in a variety of sizes, perfect for a landscaping business or to easily handle a variety of jobs around your home or farm. They can customize a solution for your needs. They also have the Kubota RTV utility vehicles for on-road and off-road transportation and hauling needs. When there's mowing or lawn work to be done, Carter Turf and Tractor has you covered with Exmark riding mowers and walk-behind mowers. They also feature a good selection of Echo brand brush cutters, trimmers, and chainsaws, as well as Honda and Generac generators. Come in and see for yourself at the new Carter Turf and Tractor, open 8 to 5 Monday through Friday and 8 to 2 on Saturday.
Hey, welcome back here to Sesser-Valier High School, the scene for the 44th annual Sesser-Valier Holiday Tournament. That's right, 44 years this thing's been going on. That's a long time. Started in 1981. Waltonville is the two-time defending champion. Altamont has made it to the championship game a couple of times.
Didn't we say earlier Woodlawn
I think they won it once. Yeah.
Did Woodlawn have a stretch? They won it six
in a row, yeah.
That's going to be tough to beat.
Yeah. Waltonville's trying to get it to 3 in a row this year, but yeah, 6 is pretty salty. That's
I'm sure that's the record. Waltonville, if they win this year, will be halfway there.
Mm-hmm. Hey, we'll have scores from all the tournaments around the area posted for you later on our Facebook page, AreaSports.net on Facebook. A lot of tournaments just starting today, and there's still some tournaments that haven't begun yet. Still a couple tournaments that don't start till Monday. The Effingham tournament doesn't start till Monday. The Centralia tournament doesn't start till Monday. And kind of a programming note for you, that Effingham tournament, that includes the number 2 ranked team in the state in Class 1A, who is the Lawrenceville Indians. If Lawrenceville were to happen to make it to the championship game there at that Effingham tournament next week, Ron and I will be there to do the championship game. We've already got approval from Effingham High School to be there and do that if Lawrenceville makes it to the championship game. We've wanted to see them play in person this year. Haven't had the chance yet.
And that game will be played in the afternoon on New Year's Eve.
New Year's Eve afternoon at 2:30 is when they got that championship game slated for. So that's kind of a cool setup that they have up there. But they got to get there first because there's a lot of good teams in that tournament, including Teotopolis and Tolono Unity and some other good ones. So
a couple Chicago teams.
A couple other tournaments began today. The Collinsville Prairie Farms tournament started today, and the Mount Vernon Rams got a win over Oakville, Missouri in their first round game. So congratulations to them as they've kept their winning ways alive. The Columbia tournament also started today.
That's got Benton Rangers in that tournament.
It does. We'll have a lot of scores posted for you later on our Facebook page, AreaSports.net. Also, if you're watching on our YouTube channel, and if you're not yet a subscriber to our YouTube channel, hey, why not? It's free. Doesn't cost you anything to subscribe, and there's good reasons why you want to subscribe. If you hit that subscribe button, that way you'll get notifications whenever we're broadcasting a game somewhere. That way, if you don't know for sure what our broadcast schedule is, because we don't always know what our broadcast schedule is.
Yeah, and
because different games pop up here and there.
I don't know if our fans can hear that jam or not, but wherever we go, AC/DC goes.
It seems like it, doesn't it? Wow. The music follows us around everywhere. But yeah, subscribe to our YouTube channel if you haven't already. You'll be glad you did, because that way you'll always know and be in the know as to where Area Sports is broadcasting games at all around Southern Illinois, because we do a lot of them, not just in Jefferson County, but some of the surrounding areas as well. So we always look for some of those good matchups that we feel like you will enjoy and we also will enjoy. So we're starting for second half action. Altamont has the basketball. Here's a drive to the glass, and a foul is called as Cade Millville tried to advance the ball to the rim, and he'll go to the line for a couple of free throws.
I think it's on Riley Stewart.
Always interesting to see what kind of adjustments coaches make coming out of the locker room. Again, Waltonville is struggling a little bit against that 1-3-1 zone that Altamont was throwing at them. We'll see if the Indians continue to try to do that, and if so, what kind of new wrinkle Altamont or Waltonville puts into that as far as busting open that zone and finding the open seams and the open shots. Millville's free throw is good.
Got them both.
Yeah.
4-point game.
It is a 4-point game as Waltonville brings it up. Weston Rose with the basketball. Fisher Overstreet behind the camera today doing a stellar job. We appreciate him being here with us. Rose lines up a three-pointer, instead tries to lob it inside, and we got a foul away from the basketball, and that's going to be on Altamont. I think it was a hold maybe on Peterson. Yep. Against Peterson. I don't mean they charged Peterson. I mean he was holding Peterson.
First foul on Parker Bell.
Yeah, so the foul on Bell will give the ball to Waltonville on the baseline. Just underway here in the third quarter. Jagger Mayville's got the ball. Here's a pass to Witten Dever, and he scores. Dever on the little curl around the corner. Took it to the rack. Indians back in the front court. McManaway has it out top to Millville. Millville against Stewart. He'll put up a three-pointer over Mayville, and he got it. Man, he doesn't need too much of an opening, does he? Don't look now, but it's a three-point game, ladies and gentlemen.
A little 5-0 run by Cade Millville.
Yeah. Here is Peterson. Out to the top to Rose. Over to Mayville. Altamont's back in a man-to-man. And
they need to get that ball to Gage down on the low block.
Yeah.
Or he's automatic.
Yep. They're going to reset it here.
But I tell you, Altamont's played pretty good defense tonight.
Here's Peterson open for three. Lets it fly. It's short. Rebound, Altamont. Parker Bell with the board. Gets it ahead to Miller. Zane Miller skips it across to McManaway, and he's money. And it's a tie ball game. 33-33 here in the third quarter of this semifinal game, and the Altamont fans are starting to make some noise.
Yeah, they are. And, of course, the people like to root for the underdog, too.
Yep, they do. And we got a foul on the floor before the shot. And, of course, Altamont's doing all this without their coach because he was expelled from class, I guess you could say.
Yeah, that was on Cade Millville. That's his first personal.
But, yeah, the Indians are playing some inspired basketball here. Here's Dever with it to Peterson. He'll back it out. Altamont stays in the man-to-man. Peterson takes it off dribble, knocked away and stolen. Pass thrown ahead and thrown too far out of bounds. It's a turnover, and it'll go right back to the Spartans. Well, Altamont's 7-3 coming into this game. They looked a little bit shaky at times yesterday. I'm just going to attribute it to the layoff and the fact they were playing the day after Christmas and all that sort of thing.
Yeah, they look much better today.
They just weren't really in sync yesterday. They won the game, 66-62, but they weren't really in sync.
Right there. There's what you got to do.
Peterson gets it down low, scores.
Here's what you got to do.
Yeah, and has the and one coming.
Get the ball Gage down there, let him score.
That's what you call a high percentage shot, right, Ron?
Yeah.
High percentage shot. Back in the ball game for Altamont is Blake Berg.
4 fouls on Jacob
Johnson. Yeah, he's going to go to the bench again.
Well, I'll tell you, Berg, though, has had a great game.
He really has.
Got 10 points. Didn't start the game.
Nope, came off the bench. 6'3" junior as Peterson lips it out on the free throw. Rebound Millville for the Indians. That's almost a steal, but they get it back. Millville from the elbow. Got it. Tie game again. Cade Millville.
7 points this quarter for Millville.
Waltonville led by 7 after the first quarter, led by 6 at the half, got up by as many as 13 in that third quarter, but we're tied, or second quarter, but we're tied right now, and that's going to be a double dribble.
Boy, they had that ball down low to Gage, too.
Right. Cooper Powell's going to check back in for Altamont. Well, this is why you play the games.
That's a great name, isn't it, Cooper Powell?
Oh, that is a good name.
I like that.
Yeah, like a good baseball.
Cooper Powell.
Good baseball player name, wasn't it?
Parker Bell, that's another good name.
Yeah. All right, here's Cade Millville with it. Spins in the lane, dishes it in the corner, now back out for a 3-ball, and that's good by Zane Miller. Good ball movement that time by the Indians, and they've got a 3-point lead.
They got it going at both ends right now.
38-35. Pass down to Peterson on the block, scores.
There you go.
That's the high percentage shot.
Money.
I would expect Waltonville to go to the well often here in this second half from here on out. That's a tough matchup for Altamont when Gage gets the ball that low on the block.
Yeah.
They've got some size, but
Nice
not as
pass.
much size, and that's way too easy. As Blake Berg scores again.
Blake Berg off the bench with 12 points tonight.
He just kind of slipped down in the lane, and they fed him, and he put it off the window. 40-37. Here's Peterson with it again. Over to Dever for 3. He ties the game up with a 3-point bomb.
That's his first 3. You knew it was coming.
3:45 left here in the third quarter. We got a lot of basketball left to be played in this one. But the fans are energized on both sides of the gym now. Waltonville fans trying to make some noise, get behind their team because they see them slipping a little bit, and that's stolen away as Witten Devers got
He
it.
just went in there and took it away from him.
He did.
He snatched it right out of his hand.
Dever tries to get it ahead to Stewart. I think it went off. Yeah, it did. It went off Altamont. It'll be Waltonville ball. Back in the game for Altamont, Parker Bell is going to replace Cooper McManaway. Yeah, what we got? An official timeout, I think.
Tuck his shirt tail in.
Yep.
Yep.
Wardrobe malfunction there. Okay, we're ready for play. 3:19 left in the third quarter as Dever has it out front. And Altamont's went back to the zone. Let's see how Waltonville handles it. They had a little trouble with it in that second quarter. Dever to Rose.
Well, if nothing else, it's causing Waltonville to stand around.
Dever for 3, no good. Tipped around, tipped out by Altamont. It'll be Waltonville ball. Yeah, it's a 1-3-1, but they bring one side of that zone up real high to try to cut off the passing lane. And, with that size that Altamont's got, a bunch of 6'2 guys and a 6'4 guy, I mean, it's effective. Here's Peterson with it. Little step back jumper is no good. Altamont with the rebound. Nobody went into rebound for Waltonville that time. They just turned around and ran down the court.
Yeah. I guess they've seen Gage make that shot so many times.
There was no blue shirts underneath the basket that time. Here's Powell's with it. Powell's falls down, and they're going to call Waltonville for the foul. We're all knotted at 40 apiece. We haven't settled anything here yet, Ron.
3 fouls on Weston Rose.
2:21 to play here in the third quarter.
Yeah, this has been a great semifinal matchup.
Here's Zane Miller with it. Back out to Berg. Hands it off to Bell. Bell back to Miller. Good ball movement by Altamont. Down the lane, the shot is up and in by Cade Millville. Yeah, the Indians are not intimidated here.
9-point quarter for Millville.
A minute 43 left. And that's going to be a foul away from the ball. What do we got? Nope. Actually, we got, we got a little bit of an injury here. Yep.
Bloody nose, I think.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's Cade Millville had to leave the floor and had to go to the locker room.
May have caught an elbow or something.
So they got a sub in for him. It's a Waltonville ball.
If that's blood, I don't know if you're supposed to just clean it up.
Well,
Need to get a janitor out here with some antiseptic.
All right. Okay, now they are going to get somebody out here.
That's the proper way to do it.
So that's going to send both teams to their respective huddles while they deal with the blood on the floor.
That's what you got to do.
All right. We'll be right back.
If you like sports, delicious food, and great drinks, you're going to love JJ's Sports Bar in Mount Vernon. Whether you stop by for brunch, lunch, or dinner, JJ's has something for you, including delicious wings, a variety of burgers, and of course, top-notch service. You like drinks? They have them at JJ's, including your favorite drafts and even margarita flights. Try the burrito tacos, or maybe perhaps the nachos. How about the shrimp? They even have steaks and pasta at JJ's Sports Bar and Grill, located on the west side of Mount Vernon.
Hey, don't forget, you can get half-price appetizers tonight and every night from 8 o'clock until close at JJ Sports Bar and Grill, located on the west edge of Mount Vernon. We're they're watching the game here on the big screen. Glad to have you guys there, and hope you're enjoying your food and drinks there during the watch party. From the 44th annual Sesser-Valier Holiday Tournament, as we look into the Altamont huddle, they got to be thrilled with the way things are going for them right now. They're playing some good basketball, down by as many as 13 run. Now they lead it by 2. What a turnaround for the Indians.
They're playing really well, Randy. Waltonville's not playing a bad game at all either. But this Altamont team, I guess yesterday was just an off day for them.
Yeah, they look completely different than they did yesterday, for sure. Back to live action. Whitten Dever has the basketball for the Spartans. Gets it over to Weston Rose. Now to Jagger Mayville. Back to Rose, to Dever. Altamont stays in the 1-3-1 zone. In the corner now, down to Peterson. Here comes a double team on Peterson.
Double team, yeah.
To Rose, to Mayville. Mayville's got to step in and just knock that shot down. He was open. Here's Peterson. Over to Mayville. Passed up another shot, now takes a shot. And it's out of bounds, knocked out by Altamont. I think Mayville's passed up a couple shots there. As checking back in will be Caden Millville, so they got
9-point quarter for him.
They got his nose taken care of. He's back in there. Here's Rose with the basketball for the Spartans. Down to Peterson.
Good pass. That's money right there.
Should have been money, but it's not, as the rebound hose grabbed by Riley Stewart. And he gets fouled, and Stewart will go to the line. You don't see Gage miss too many bunnies like that. You really don't.
Fouls on Blake Berg, his first.
He was so wide open, I think even he was surprised at how wide open he was. And it just lipped out on him. 55 seconds left here in the third quarter of play. And free throw is made there by Stewart. He'll have another one. Don't forget, we'll have another semifinal for you tonight. DuQuoin against Goreville. Missed the second one. There's a rebound by Mayville, and it's good. Jagger put it up and in. That's where 6-6 comes in handy.
It's on Berg again his second. No field goals yet, Randy, for Riley Stewart.
That's hard to believe.
It is, and we're almost through 3 quarters.
He makes his living on that baseline. Mayville's free throw is short. Rebound, Altamont.
Missing some opportunities there.
Yes, they have. 46 seconds left here in the third quarter. The Indians with it. McManaway in the corner now to Millville. No good. There's Whitten Dever with a rebound. He'll bring it up. Winner of this game moves to the championship on Monday. The loser will play in the third place game. Both those trophy games on Monday. We're off tomorrow. No basketball here tomorrow. Here's Peterson on the baseline to Mayville. Goes up, scores.
Good pass. That's our strength, use them guys down low.
Yeah. When he put it on the floor, though, I thought they might slap it away from him. Here's Millville in the corner. Shot no good. Peterson with 1 second left, going to heave it to the other end.
Oh, my.
Got a piece of the rim. After 3 quarters, it is Waltonville 45 and Altamont 42, and we'll be back with fourth quarter action in 30 seconds.
High-quality dog training is hard to find, but now there's Jaggers Dog Training Center, located right behind Jaggers Doggy Daycare. At Jaggers Dog Training Center, professional trainer Alyssa can help you with all sorts of dog behavior problems with your pet, whether it be pulling on the leash, raiding the countertops in your kitchen or table, constant barking, not coming when called, or simply trying to get your pet to just stay in one place and wait while you take care of other things around the house. Call and schedule a consultation today at Jaggers Dog Training Center. Just call 316-7021.
Back here live at the Sesser-Valier Holiday Tournament, Randy Olson along with Ron Stannard and Fisher Overstreet. Ron, your thoughts on that third quarter of play? Altamont got the lead a couple times there, didn't they?
Yeah, Altamont won the quarter, Randy, 17-14, and did have the lead there for a short period of time. And then towards the latter part of the quarter, I think Waltonville made a concerted effort to get that ball down low to either Gage Peterson or Jagger Mayville, and they were able to tie the game and then take a small three-point lead themselves here, 45-42 headed into the last quarter.
Well, let's reset the game for you by quarters. Waltonville led it after the first quarter, 17-10. They led it at a half, 31-25. As Ron said, Altamont got the lead there in the third quarter before Spartans came back to get the lead right now, 45-42 as we start this fourth quarter of play. And Whitten Dever has the basketball. That was almost thrown away. Altamont's going to stay in that zone until Waltonville proves they can beat it. Out to Dever. There's how you beat it.
Yep.
Just like that. Three-point bomb. Good-looking shot that time by Dever.
Just like that, they're back up by 6.
48-42. Here's Cooper McManaway.
You know, I doubt if there's been a game this year that Dever's not made a three-pointer. And he didn't have any in the first half, but he's got 2 here in the second half.
Here's Millville as Waltonville seems to maybe have picked up their defense a notch. Backdoor cut. He's in no man's land. Parker Bell was airborne and had nowhere to go, and when he came down, it was deemed a traveling violation. That's got to be a terrible feeling. You get up in the air and you got nowhere to go. Spartans ball, 48-42.
They can get this thing back up to 9 or more.
Well, that would probably be better for the blood pressure of Coach Anthony Lowry, I can tell you that. Here's Dever for another 3. That one's short. Goes out of bounds, and it's going to be Altamont ball. I think that one came off his finger a little wonky.
Yeah.
What do we got?
Blood.
I think maybe blood got on Jagger Mayville's arm, I believe, yeah. And maybe that's been on there for a while. Maybe it came from the Altamont player before. I don't know.
Possibility.
But we're having a little cleanup here on aisle 9, and then we'll get back into live action.
Is that aisle 9?
I think when you're in front of the scores table, it's aisle 9.
9, okay, because I thought it was aisle 5.
Well, it could be that too, but that's when you're down in front of this bench. Then it's aisle 5. Yeah. Something like that. 6:52 on the clock for the game. Altamont with a ball linked to the floor as Waltonville will pick them up half court.
We've had a little bit of everything in this game.
We really have. Had a coach tossed out in the first quarter. It's been an interesting afternoon here, that's for sure. All right, Whitten Dever with the basketball as a turnover on Spartans.
I'll tell you what, though, you can't look away from the action or you'll miss something.
Oh, that's right, because there's a lot of things going on. There's even action going on away from the ball. We've had several calls away from the ball on this one. Yeah. This will be a fun one for people to watch in archive, as a matter of fact. Here's Riley Stewart over to Peterson. 6:09 to play in the game.
Spartans can play for a good shot. They got a 6-point lead.
Yeah. They don't have to force anything. That's the last thing you want to do is force it when you got a 6-point lead. Altamont's gone back to the man-to-man, and definitely Waltonville run a lot of motion out there right now. A lot of motion. Uh-oh, that's knocked away. Ball goes out of bounds, and that is off.
Yeah, and went
Brendan
off Klingler.
Yep, off Klingler. As getting a hand in there was Cade Millville, and he's been a thorn in the Waltonville side today. He really has been.
When you try to run clock and you turn it over and don't get a shot, that's the chance you take there.
Three-pointer by McManaway is good. And that cuts the lead to 3 points with 5:40 to go in the ball game.
Cut it in half.
Yeah. Don't go away. We'll be back with more exciting action in 30 seconds.
Have a check that needs deposited and don't have time to make a trip to the bank? No problem. With Mobile Deposit at People's National Bank, just snap a picture of the check with your smartphone, and with a couple of clicks, it's deposited into your account. Depositing a check with a PNB 2Go mobile banking app is just that easy. Just tap, snap, and deposit. Plus, it's free. Download the PNB 2Go mobile banking app today to get started. People's National Bank. We make banking easy. Member FDIC. Wireless or service fees may apply.
Back here live at Sesser-Valier High School. It's the 44th annual Sesser-Valier Holiday Tournament. We've got a great crowd here this afternoon, Ron, and I think it's only going to get bigger as there are a lot of people out there in the foyer and the lobby waiting to get in.
You know, the home team will have a crowd. Mm-hmm. You know, Goreville's going to bring a crowd.
Yep. DuQuoin, I don't know. I don't know what kind of crowd DuQuoin will bring, but they've got a good team this year. So
they had a pretty good crowd yesterday.
Uh-huh. So, again, we will bring you that other semifinal later on tonight. We'll probably hit the air about 7:20, 7:25 for that one, as Goreville will play DuQuoin. All right, here we go. Length of the floor. It is Waltonville basketball as Altamont's going to pick them up. Dever across the timeline. Guarded closely by McManaway. In it goes to Peterson at the high post. Peterson backs his man down. Back into Peterson again. He's guarded in there by Johnson, who's playing with 4 personal fouls.
Yeah, I'm surprised by that.
Mayville in the corner. Back out to Riley Stewart. Stewart over to Rose. Now to Peterson inside the paint. Goes up and scores.
Off balance even.
Yeah, he was a little off balance, but he got it to go.
That's what you got to do. Get the ball down to him low.
5-point game here. 4:54 left in regulation. Here's the drive by Millville. Cut off, skips it across to McManaway. McManaway in the paint, picks up his dribble. Comes to Powers. Now down the corner again to Millville. Out it comes to Johnson. Johnson is cut off, guarded by Rose. I thought he doubled. Didn't he just double dribble?
I thought he did.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, okay. See, I called one. Yeah. I guess I could be an official. I called the one. I thought he double dribbled.
They had some help from you and some Waltonville fans on that one.
Yeah. That's a job I really wouldn't want to have, though, as an official. I have all the respect in the world for these officials. I really do. And respect for you for doing it for 32 years, Ron, because I don't think I would want to do it.
Brady, I keep telling people, just start the game out perfect and get better as it goes along.
Yeah.
That's all you got to do.
Yeah, easier said than done. Here's Rose out to Dever, passes up a shot. Now goes back to the well, misses it, tipped up, out of bounds, off Altamont. It'll be Waltonville ball.
Yeah.
4:03 to play.
Good sportsmanship there as Millville helps Whitten Dever get back up.
Yeah.
I like it.
Spartans with a 5-point lead and the basketball. Trying to get back to the championship game where they've won it here 2 years in a row.
Now we got sweat. No blood this time, I think, just sweat.
Yeah, you can just use the wet rag this time, right?
Yeah.
Or the dry rag, whichever. I guess it's a dry rag.
Yeah. Rag for sweat, antiseptic for blood.
Cat litter for vomit, right? We had that here last year. I recall that. It was directly across from us.
Cat litter for oil stains.
Yeah. Well, we did have our first ever fire at the Sesser-Valier Holiday Tournament. That was yesterday. Had a car fire yesterday. A car fire yesterday. That's I asked Chip Basso, the athletic director, I said, is that the first ever car fire in a Sesser-Valier Holiday Tournament? And he laughed and says, I'm pretty sure, and we hope it's the last.
Yeah, first and only in 44 years.
Yeah, he and all the volunteers here have done a tremendous job putting this tournament together, and we appreciate their hospitality very, very much. They've been outstanding. All right, 3:45 to play. Here's Peterson with it, puts up the 3 ball. No, won't go. Rebound, grabbed by Cade Millville.
Well, that'd have been huge if that goes in.
Cooper McManaway with it between the circles. He's guarded by Rose. Tries to drive, he does, takes it all the way in and scores.
Nice.
That was a heck of a play. That's just a gutsy one-on-one move.
That's 19 points for McManaway.
3-point game. 3:09 left. Oh, that's a steal. Picked off by Millville.
Foul on Weston Rose, I think. Four fouls on him.
He's going to be out of bounds to Altamont.
Got some more sweat to wipe up.
3:01 left here. Well, nobody's left the gym, that's for sure. Everybody is keenly aware of what's going on here. Spartans being pushed to the limit by Altamont.
No doubt. We're going to get a 5-second count.
Out to Millville. Millville to Powles. Now to Berg, and that ball is loose. And timeout is called by Waltonville. Timeout with 2:44 left. Don't go away. Back with more in 30 seconds.
At Ohana Heating and Air, we treat you like family, because to us, you are. Whether it's keeping your home cozy during the winter or cool in the summer, Ohana's team is here to provide top-notch service every time. With expert technicians, affordable pricing, and a commitment to your comfort, we make sure your HVA system runs like new. Ohana Heating and Air, where quality meets care. Call today for your free estimate at 472-4738.
All right, we're back here at Sesser-Valier as Waltonville will have the basketball with a 3-point lead, just 2:44 remaining. Got a score coming in from the tournament at Collinsville, the Collinsville Prairie Farms tournament, as Triad has beaten Quincy. That's a big win for Triad over Quincy, 51-42. And that's going to be a foul on Cooper McManaway.
Yeah, that's his first foul. This has been a good basketball game.
Yeah. Roxana put it on Chester today over at the Pinckneyville tournament, 55-33. Roxana may be meeting Pinckneyville in the next round if the Panthers are successful.
The Shells.
Yeah. 2:26 left. That's a bad pass through the wickets of Weston Rose. It's a turnover. Had too much mustard on that one. Sails into the stands.
I think Waltonville needs to look to score quicker and get that ball down low to Gage.
Dangerous situation unfolding here for the Spartan faithful. Altamont with the basketball. They can creep even closer. They've got all the confidence in the world right now.
They can tie this thing up or take the lead right here.
They're playing loosey-goosey. McManaway with it. Guarded against Rose. Now out to Berg. Berg's guarded by Peterson. Right side to Millville. Millville takes it against Peterson. Now picks up his dribble. They skip it across to McManaway. Altamont showing some patience here. This is a big possession in this basketball game. And that ball goes out of bounds, and that is Waltonville ball.
Yeah.
Thrown away by Altamont. They lost the handle.
Both teams are patient, I guess, but they wind up not getting a shot before they turn it over.
1:36 left. Spartans with the ball and a 3-point lead. Gage Peterson's going to bring it up. Spartans got to take care of the basketball. They've had a couple of uncharacteristic turnovers here late in the game. Here's Rose with it. Over to Millville. And that's going to be a foul. And they're going to give that to Cade Millville.
Yeah, that's his second.
Yeah, Millville's been guarding Mayville. That's been interesting. Minute 17 left as the inbound comes to Witten-Dever.
They got fouls to give.
Yeah, and they gave another one right there. Cooper McManaway with a reach in.
Second.
You've reached that point in the game when they do have to think about fouling, and that's part of that rule change from a couple of years ago when they reset the fouls at each quarter. So that's now 3 fouls here in the third quarter.
Got one more to give away before they would
that's right.
come to a shooting foul.
Here's Dever to Stewart to Peterson. Down to Dever. He thought about shooting it, but he passed it up. Now he drives baseline, and he's cut off.
Foul.
I thought maybe Waltonville was calling timeout.
Next time they'll be shooting.
Yeah. That's on Cooper McManaway. How many is that on him?
3.
Okay, that is the 4th foul, and you're right. Next foul, Waltonville will shoot.
Yeah.
We got 59 seconds left on the clock.
No more to give now without sending them to the line.
Here's the inbound to Millville. Or to Dever, I'm sorry. To Rose. That was a dangerous pass. Down to Riley Stewart, and they throw it away.
Yeah.
Stewart throws it back out to Dever, and they throw it away, and Altamont has a chance to potentially tie this game. 50 seconds left. Altamont with the ball, down by 3. Well, I'll tell you what, win or lose, you got to tip your hat to the Altamont Indians with the effort they've given here today, particularly losing Coach John Nieberge in the first quarter. He was a little upset with the call, and I understand that. It happens. It's all part of the game. But instead of having a negative effect on the players, I think it's kind of inspired his players. And they have not been intimidated by the Waltonville Spartans today. They have given them everything they've got.
Yep.
And this game isn't over yet.
Far from it.
They still might pull it out. 50 seconds to play. Altamont with the basketball, down by 3. And they can hit 3-pointers because they've done it in this game. Hit several of them. If you're a Waltonville Spartans fan, you got to play good defense right now.
Waltonville's got a ton of fouls to give.
They do. They've only got 1 team foul. Only 1 team foul this fourth quarter.
If you get beat by your man, you need to foul him.
Cade Millville with it. Gives it to Berg. Berg against Peterson, 42 seconds left. Here's Millville. Millville almost lost the handle. Gets it back with 35 seconds left. They're down 3. You think they probably have to take a 3 unless they get it down low for an and 1 opportunity. Here's a drive by Miller, and that's going to be a foul. And again, Waltonville's got fouls to give. That's not a bad foul at all.
No, it's not. That's on Mayville, his second.
The only thing is, it's an out-of-bounds play underneath your own basket. This is where you can get tricked.
They can do that 2 more times.
Zane Miller gets it in to Millville.
Fouling.
Millville, shovel passes it inside. Now back out to McManaway. 18 seconds left. Here's a step-back 3. No good by Berg.
Wow.
And rebound Waltonville with 13 seconds left. That shot would have tied the game.
Yeah, it would have.
But it came off the rim.
4th foul on McManaway. If he can make just one of these.
Yeah, 1 free throw would probably seal the deal, as Witten-Dever will be at the line. Dever is a 76% free throw shooter on the season for Waltonville.
He's not shot a free throw yet in this game.
That's amazing that he's not.
Yeah.
Amazing that he's not.
Another amazing stat is Riley Stewart does not have a field goal.
Misses the first one. Now he's got to have this one.
Yeah, he needs to make this.
Parker Bell checks in the game for Altamont. 3-point game, 13 seconds left. Witten-Dever at the line. Got it.
It's a big free throw.
Now if you're Altamont, you want to score quickly, and it doesn't have to be a 3. Anything works here for Altamont. Looking for some kind of score quickly, and Millville has it. Cade Millville. Drug the pivot foot.
Yeah. And he made the shot.
Yeah, drug the pivot foot. Turnover gives it back to Waltonville. 7 seconds left. Carter Stewart was in there for a moment for defense offense. Now Whitten Dever comes back in for him. Weston Rose got to get it in here for Waltonville. He does to Dever. They're going to chase Dever, and they foul him with 3.2 seconds left. Well, it looks like Waltonville's going to survive and advance on to the championship game.
McManaway fouled out of the game, Randy. All 5 of those fouls were in the fourth quarter.
How about that? He had a good game. He's just a sophomore. Yeah. We'll be hearing a lot more from Cooper McManaway over the next couple of years.
19 points for McManaway.
Next one is no good here by Dever. That one's good. Still a 2-possession game with 3.2 seconds left. Carter Stewart checks in the game for Waltonville. Altamont gets it in, and Waltonville intercepts it. Time runs out. That's the ball game. Well, it wasn't easy, but the Waltonville Spartans survive and advance. Sometimes you just got to win ugly, and they did win ugly here today as they win at 52-47 over the Altamont Indians, as that last free throw was made by Dever.
Waltonville won that last quarter 7-5. Not much scoring.
Yeah, that was a very low-scoring fourth quarter. But hats off to the Altamont Indians. They played a whale of a basketball game. They didn't back down, gave it everything they could. They made Waltonville earn it.
They did.
It wasn't an easy one. Waltonville wins it 52-47. And Ron's working on our post-game stats. We'll come back and take a look at those in just a moment.
If you become the recipient of a speeding ticket or traffic offense, the attorneys at Olson & Reeves in Mount Vernon can help you. At Olson & Reeves, they have assisted hundreds of drivers in Southern Illinois in an effort to keep the ticket from affecting your driving record and your insurance cost. Olson & Reeves can also assist you with estate planning, creating a will, and navigating the probate process. If you have a real estate transaction, Mount Vernon Title Company resides inside Olson & Reeves so that you get sound legal advice. Olson & Reeves, attorneys at law, downtown Mount Vernon. Call 618-316-7322. Andrea Baker, the broker owner at King City Property Brokers, is a proud graduate of Weber High School, and she's actually a member of their Hall of Fame. Andrea is happy to sponsor this game and cheer on the local teams. At King City Property Brokers, Andrea and all of the realtors there are happy to help you with your real estate needs, whether you are a buyer or a seller. Visit their new location on Salem Road in Mount Vernon, or visit their website to see many residential homes, acreage, or commercial properties that they have listed. You can call them at area code 618-316-7331. That's King City Property Brokers in Mount Vernon. King City RV in Mount Vernon is your one-stop shop for maintenance and repair of your RV. Whether it's a bumper camper, fifth wheel, or motorhome, Bill Schulte and the staff at King City RV can help you. They provide winterizing of your RV, washing and waxing services, service work on brakes and tires, repair or replace awnings, service work on your slide-outs, and much more. They even repair and clean horse trailers at King City RV, 801 Dogwood Drive on the south edge of Mount Vernon. Call area code 618-731-6185 for King City RV.
When choosing a bank, it's important to know that local matters. Local people making local decisions that support our local communities. That's why Community First Bank of the Heartland is proud to be Jefferson County's hometown bank. With branch locations in Mount Vernon, Woodlawn, and Dix, we make it convenient to serve all of your banking needs. Call us today at 244-3000 and let us know how we can assist you. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
All right, welcome back here to Waltonville High School. Not Waltonville High School, I'm sorry. Sesser-Valier High School, where the Waltonville Spartans survived. That's what you can say. They survived and advanced on to the championship game. They beat Altamont 52-47, but boy, it was a very, very tough basketball game for them, as Altamont just would not quit, would not go away, Ron, and you got to give them credit.
Yeah, at one time, Randy, Waltonville led that game 25-12, and it looked like they were just pulling away from that team.
Yeah.
But they were anything but that, and stayed close throughout after that. For the Altamont Indians, they had 5 players break the scoring column, 3 of them in double figures, led by Cooper McManaway with 19 points. Blake Berg had 12 points off the bench. Caden Millville had 11 points. Parker Bell with 2. And Zane Miller with 3 for a total of 47. The Altamont Indians committed 17 personal fouls in this contest. They made 6 out of 7 free throws as a team. For your victorious Waltonville Spartans, they had 5 players break the scoring column. 2 of those were in double figures, led by Gage Peterson with 23 points. Whitten Dever had 14 points. Jagger Mayville had 9 points. Riley Stewart had 3 points. Weston Rose had 3 points for a total of 52. The Spartans committed 10 personal fouls in the game, and they were only 12 out of 21 from the free throw line.
All right, so again, the scores by quarter. Waltonville led the first quarter 17-10, led it to half 31-25. Altamont got the lead there for a bit in the third quarter before Waltonville came back to lead after 3, 45-42, and then it got real close down the stretch. Got tied a couple of times down the stretch, in fact, before Waltonville eked out a 5-point victory, 52-47. And we've got a Twisted Twins player of the game, Ron.
Oh, yeah, I almost forgot about that.
Somebody's going to get some free ice cream.
Yeah.
Who you got today?
Well, I think he won it last time, but I don't know who else to give it to, but it looks like Gage.
I think Gage is going to he's going to double dip. He's going to get some more ice cream.
Yeah, he can take his girlfriend with him, and they can both get some free ice cream.
Yeah, so he got some ice cream yesterday. He's going to get some ice cream today, too. All right, so congratulations to Gage Peterson.
We owe Tyson Frick from Woodlawn some ice cream.
Yes,
as well.
we do. He was Twisted Twins player of the game earlier today for Woodlawn in their victory over at the Pinckneyville tournament, and Gage Peterson gets it here. So, hey, that's going to wrap up our broadcast for now. We'll be back later on tonight about 7:20 or 7:25, as we'll have the other semifinal game for you here from the Sesser-Valier tournament, as DuQuoin and Goreville will do battle tonight in the other semifinal here on AreaSports.net. So until then, for Ron Standard and for Fisher Overstreet, this is Randy Olson saying thanks for watching, reminding you the final score, Waltonville wins it over Altamont 52-47, and so long for just a while.